Tech giants are pouring tens of billions of dollars into hyperscale data centers, erecting facilities at a speed rarely seen to capture market share. The physical hardware driving this expansion is highly specialized and extremely capital-intensive. A single server rack can cost millions to acquire and install. Unlike real estate, silicon ages poorly. This depreciation curve shows hardware losing 20% of its value annually. Look at this second line for actual revenue. Because servers sit underutilized waiting for demand, the hardware bleeds value before generating consistent income. Every silicon chip they plug into the wall represents a financial liability that is aggressively losing its worth by the day. Buying billions of dollars in fast-decaying equipment should logically crush a company's operating margins. We would expect their return on invested capital to plummet as the hardware ages out. But on Wall Street, the exact opposite is happening. The market rewards hyperscalers with massive valuations, praising their balance sheets for looking incredibly capital efficient. How exactly do you build mountains of decaying technology without the financial decay showing up on your quarterly earnings report? The executives aren't breaking the laws of economics. They are actively hiding the damage through a practice known as financial engineering. If you only read the headline metrics and stock tickers, you will be completely blind to the structural rot building up underneath the surface. The specific accounting maneuver companies use to conceal this depreciation is called inventory parking. This schematic shows exactly how the shell game works. Step 1. The tech company removes massive GPU clusters from its balance sheet by transferring ownership entirely. The hardware is spun off into distinct entities, called special purpose vehicles. The parent company then signs an agreement to lease that exact same computing capacity directly back from the SPV. Because they now rent rather than own it, massive capital expenditures vanish from the books, replaced by predictable operating expenses. This perfectly legal accounting choice artificially inflates their return on invested capital. To a casual analyst, the company suddenly looks incredibly asset-light and highly efficient. Inventory parking does absolutely nothing to fix the actual compression of their return on investment. It merely moves the numbers around to protect the stock price. The flaw in this illusion is straightforward. You can move the physical asset off the books, but you cannot separate the company from the exposure. The parent company remains completely dependent on that specific infrastructure to run its AI models, and they are fully legally bound to pay out those massive lease obligations, regardless of their internal revenue. If customer demand drops or they are forced to lower their computing prices, the real-world consequences of that unused hardware still fall squarely on their shoulders. In the world of DIY economics, there is a core rule. When financial engineering is involved, asset light almost never means risk light. By successfully hiding this financial stress, inventory parking convinces the market to keep funding the AI boom far longer than the underlying fundamentals justify. We have seen these exact same off-balance sheet structures before. They were heavily utilized right before the telecom infrastructure crash in the early 2000s, and again in the lead-up to the 2008 financial crisis. Hiding risk off your balance sheet simply allows invisible pressure to build up. Over time, when reality finally surfaces and the market adjusts, the correction becomes sudden, violent, and highly destructive. Deferring a financial reckoning today guarantees a much larger disruption tomorrow. To win financially, you have to stop outsourcing your understanding of money. You must refuse to accept the headline numbers handed to you by financial institutions. You need to start digging into the footnotes of those quarterly reports, actively scrutinize their lease obligations, and watch closely for any related party infrastructure deals that might be masking true capital costs. True financial empowerment means knowing exactly how to spot the real risk, especially when the market is working overtime to hide it.